smartphone for the Sprint network, which will become available in the coming days. As you can see, looking at the box here, it is a sideways slider that has a full QWERTY keyboard. We will just show you the box briefly. Nothing all that exciting, just a standard Sprint box. And opening it up, we can see there's the device itself. We'll pull that out, see what else is in here. Typical set of Sprint paperwork. And in here we've got charger, cable, and here's the charger and a headset. So that's what's in the box of the HTC Arrive. Now let's take a look at the phone itself. Now that we have the Arrive safely out of its box, we'll take a spin around the hardware and show you a little bit about what the Arrive is like. It's a pretty heavy phone, and it's a pretty bulky phone. You can notice how thick that is. You know, sideways sliders are generally pretty beefy to accommodate the keyboard. But this one seems particularly thick and particularly heavy. We've got a pretty good sized screen here, and we've got the 3 buttons along the bottom that Microsoft mandates for Windows Phone 7 devices. On the left side of the phone we have the volume toggle here, and you can see a micro USB port here for charging. Looking around on the back of the device, you can see we have the camera, flash, and on the top we have 3.5mm headset jack and the power and lock key. Now the hinge is really interesting. We'll slide this open, and you can see that it popped up. We'll do that again. You can see how it does that. The hinge has a unique design. You can see we've got this this little bar here that accompanies the the spring and plate holding the top part of the device. It's got a nice little springy feel to it. Of course, you got to remember to push it down to close it. But it feels pretty solid. Interesting design. HTC is not new to putting wacky hinges on some of its devices, and this is just another example thereof. Looking at the keyboard, we've got a very standard looking and feeling keyboard from HTC. On its sideways slider QWERTY devices, this is pretty prototypical. Keys have very little travel and feedback, and very little feel to them. They don't have much shape, but it is nice in that it has a full 5 rows. We've got a full row of number keys here. I've got an emoticon key here, key to access different symbols, and function and shift as HTC is wont to put on its devices. So let's look at the hardware. I mean, it's for those who require a keyboard, that want a keyboard for for work purposes. It's there. It offers one. Not the best keyboard I've ever used, and of course it adds a lot of bulk and weight to the device. But if QWERTY keyboard sliders are your thing, it certainly feels